My people, children, I would like to welcome you once again. There are some people who don't know my name. They have just joined us in our class. Newcomers, can you say hi? Say hi. I'm not hearing. Okay. Now, my name is Monica John. I'm here once again with yet another lesson, and that's lesson 25. Those who have been following us, those who have been with us, we are very far, but I know you can get it, okay? You can catch up with us. Now, today we are looking, last time we looked at flowering plants and we looked at different kinds of flowering plants. But today, we want to look at parts of a flowering plant. Are we there? Direct and straight away. Let's go to parts of a flowering plant. One, we have, that's a flowering plant. Now, one is, first of all, a flowering plant is divided into two systems. It is divided into two systems. The first part on top that contains leaves or whatever, it is called a shoot system. It's called a what? A shoot system. Then we have the part that grows in the soil, that is the root system. Now, what are the parts that make up the shoot system? One, we have apical bud or terminal bud. We have the flower, the stem, the leaf, axillary bud, petiole, which is a leaf stalk, okay? Petiole is a leaf stalk. We have node, internode, and then they have already shown us the node. Then we have the parts that make up the root system. They are showing us the lateral roots, the tap root, okay? Then we have some parts as the root hair, not so. Now, we are going to look at each part at a go, but we are going to begin with the root system. And what's a root system? A root system is a system of a plant that grows underground. For it, it is found where? Underground. Let's look at the root, the types of roots that we have. One, we have what we call primary roots. They are called primary roots. What are primary roots? Primary roots are roots that grow from the radicle of seeds. From the radicles of seeds. Are we there? So primary roots come from the seeds, and they are of two types. One, we have what we call fibrous root system. So fibrous roots are primary roots. Then we have tap root system. It's also a kind of a primary root. Why do we call them primary? Because they develop from the radicle. Are we there? Yes, let's move on. Those are the types of roots. And what are fibrous roots? What are fibrous roots? Fibrous roots are roots found in monocotyledonous plants, e.g., we can find them in maize, we can find them in barley, millet, sorghum, etc. All of them have what we call fibrous root system. Why do we call them fibrous? It's because all roots come from the same point. Let me show you. I sing them. I think them, they come from the same point. They are many roots originating from the same point on a plant. Don't you see that they are coming from only this part? So those ones are called fibrous roots. They are primary roots. They are mostly common in monocotyledonous plants. Are we there? Follow up, we are going to understand. Let's continue and see the taproots. Can you tell me taproots? Taproots are common in dicotyledonous plants. They are common in dicotyledonous plants. Remind me of the meaning of dicotyledonous plants. We say dicotyledonous plants are plants that have two cotyledons on their seeds. For example, beans, soybeans, avocado plants, mango plants, and many others. Are we there? I gave you the characteristics and the ways of identifying monocots and dicots. So you go back and check, okay? So that is a taproot. That is a taproot. Are we there? For it, it goes deeper. in the soil, goes deeper. But with the fibrous roots, for them they just grow on, they're just found on top of what? Of a plant, of the soil, okay, on the surface. So the major root, or that's the major root of a plant upon which other roots originate. This one here, that's a tap root. You can see some other smaller roots growing from the side. Some other roots growing from the side. Now those small roots that grow from the side are called, lateral roots. And at the end of every root, we find some structures called the root hair. We find structures called what? Root hair. And at the end of every root, we find a root cap. A root cap protects the young growing root from damage. Are we there? Let's move on and continue looking at the roots. Yeah, most of the perennial crops that take more than 1 year to mature, have taproot system. Are we there? So whenever they set a question about this, you are able to handle it. I'd like to thank you for listening to me. Pause.